Welcome, like everybody.
Hurry up, Brassa! There's a lot that goes into managing an orchard. Watering, weeding, fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right. But most importantly, you have to keep the fruit in a good mood. Strength is one of those things where you gotta use it or lose it. So, wanna train with me sometime? I'll bring my seasonings. For justice. Hurry up, Brassa! Hero incoming! Headbutt! Kapow! Out of the frying pan! It's justice o'clock! Rain outlines your fate. One fell swoop! Hi! epic! Let's light it up! I'm going in! You ought to stand down! Charge!
You
Go as one!
can't run from death.
Huh? Headbutt! Wind, hear me! Too strong! Hi!
Can't run from death.
Control! Everybody stand back! Hey, stop! I'm the frying pan, it's the... Headbutt! Bam! Charge! Volcano kablam! Let's light it up! Hero incoming! I'm going in! You're toast! I swear by my sword! Headbutt! Ultimate flying kick! Hi! Hi!
Can't run from escape.
Go as one!
Leaving so soon?
Hi! Everybody stand back! Hey, yeah! Yeah! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Oof! Look out below! Charge!
Pay your dues.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh? Eat this! Wind, hear me! Headbutt! By my spark, the night burns! Charge! Charge!
So soon?
Yeah! Kapow! It's justice o'clock!
You can't run from death.
Headbutt! Kapow!
So soon?
It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
No escape.
adventure time! No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go! Good things come to those who don't wait around. Add Astra. Thank you for. Add Astra.
Would you care to... If you ever have...
Welcome, welcome guys. Beresin dulu kokomi terus kena telan lagi deh.
Whoa. Look! So does Kokomi make time to deal with these even when she's resting? Sangonomiya Events Cash Flow Statement. Consolidated Annual Report on Fishing Production. What? This is a lot of work for one person. And it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to meet day to day. Let's track down that book. Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted? Swordfish Captain came back today. Energy +4.
That's just, Give it here.
Guess that was the wrong one.
Paimon. Jangkrik kau lah.
Could you read a bit out loud? Yes, that's the one. Kokomi? Oh no, she's fallen asleep. Tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner. You sure that's a good idea? She does look pretty exhausted. Avoid disaster. The war's over. Things are slowly getting better. Oh. Did you see? What time is it? Did I fall asleep? Yep, you've been out for ages. It's nearly time for the feast. I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be a thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there. Woohoo! Kokomi's back to full energy! Good to have...
Hurry up, Brassa!
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech. Oh, how much energy will that take? Don't worry, I've got plenty. That's great! We'll be... Welcome, everyone! Today is the day that we celebrate our victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for Peace Talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to... This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax. Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. I'm so glad it's all going. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential, and I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow. Okay, sure. We'll go.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to her recently. Let me think. Well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying all day and night, but we'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to keep it together until the morning. At least I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service. Here, have a fish. It's freshly caught.
Oh, no.
Come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight.
Okay, well...
Sebentar, guys.
There's a lot that goes into managing an orchard. Watering, weeding, fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is right. But most importantly, you have to keep the fruit in a good mood. My parents always say, no matter how busy life gets, you should always sit down and enjoy a proper meal when you get hungry. What I like to do is stack my plate up high, then squash it all down. Take a deep breath.
Hey there! Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue. Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but no. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. See, he's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me a few times. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end. Yeah, I really hope we don't go making any more. Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information. If you still have questions, you may as well go and talk to him.
Sounds promising. Let's go see what that guy's deal.
Let's roll!
Ugh. This guy smells of boot.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. Captain of Swordfish, you actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a...
Nuh-uh. We would never run from a fight.
Is that so? All anyone talks... Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. I'll answer your questions, but only...
Ugh. This guy. What do you think? Are we gonna...
Well... You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency you really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade. We made it up. The story about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you make... What the heck are you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryou Commission.
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's what's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back. And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another We are the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warrior. We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the Raiden Shogun. But we can put... Surely you...
His point does kinda make sense. Yeah, everything you said. Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand? For the sake of victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that none of it matters anymore. You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person. But how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle? Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryou Commission and never I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell some...
Too late? What are you... Darn. Doesn't seem... What do
again.
Siapapun di sana, thank you udah mampir ke streamer pemula ini.
So, we found out a few
Mari
things.
kenalan guys, boleh komen.
The whole thing about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui, they wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war.
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier. I think I understand what Kozin means when he says it's too late. The talks don't begin until tomorrow. But both sides have already sent their guards to the location. I highly suspect that one of Kozin's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated.
Well, that's no good. Do you want us to have...
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team up, it would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryo Commission's guards, and we'd be in danger. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we face the...
Sounds like a really tricky situation.
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happened, let's meet here again tomorrow. Well, here, take... These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex, to be sure. I took the liberty of writing them all down. This way, you will be able to adapt with speed. No matter...
Whoa, this is huge! Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt. Wow, there are so many! But you've thought of a solution to each one!
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional. It is a major step, but any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens our negotiating position. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is, of course, excellent. these edible?
Here I go!
Need my help as you... If it doesn't ruin a drink, it is a treasure.
It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
That's right. She's here to bear witness to the She experienced the war between us firsthand and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of...
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it. The first item is the maritime administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Naru. We intend to remove these restrictions. But going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation.
That's fine. But if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels...
Negotiations seem to be going...
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi. And the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage it. Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro...
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other... Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away. Comrades, never trust the Kujo. Let's get them!
Protect Madame Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it?
The last one, but hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu! The situation has changed. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns, but I will deal with the situation from here. Madam Kujo, this is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsu...
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here, now! Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion, as...
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up a little. With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from...
That's enough. When we return, there will be consequences. Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining... So, what did...
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state. One day, I will hunt them down. We bear responsibility for this. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs.
But of course, Madam Kujo. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at this...
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now. But we shall revisit it as soon as As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission and make sure both...
Seems like Kujo-sara's on the defensive now. These
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough...
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear.
I will bear this in mind. I shall take my leave now. Until we meet again.
Your Excellency, we...
Let's discuss it after we get back.
That stretch feels good.
Your Excellency, you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory, even if it means I have to pay the...
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequence. During the war, there were highs and there were lows, and in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience was one of great excitement, but you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water, and
But...
I understand, I do. And it was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial...
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping you and your comrades will all be welcome to join. But be warned, the training will be grueling.
Your Excellency, what are you
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on... I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai...
Thank you!
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro. And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me, whatever reasons you...
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on our... Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency. We'll
I think that's finally... I can feel my energy levels starting to drop.
Heads up! Running late again.
Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on what... recovering. Slowly, but surely. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. Do you think so? To be honest, in the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, but I realize now that wasn't going far enough. People have all kinds of aspirations. I have a long way to go. But that's okay. If I can't make the journey in short, I've still got some maturing to do.
Sekarang saatnya gaskuy. Pelan cuy.
Wait, isn't that Yan-san? Wonder what she's doing here.
I brought all the stuff over, Coach. What's next?
Just take it easy before the real work. You two are in charge of repairing the houses to the north. The rest of you should go west. The road practically crumbled beneath my
All right. I'll start by moving the boxes.
I'll help you. These things can get pretty heavy.
Nah, I got this. These muscles aren't just for show, you know. You see that?
Fine. As long as you don't wind up too sore to move tomorrow. I don't want to hear any
Just prepare to be amazed. What?
Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Take him to get some rest and apply some meds. And you, take it easy for the next few days, all right? I don't want this getting worse, and don't push yourself. You can help out once you're better.
I knew I should have tried.
Working out is different from real work. You gotta ease into it. Anyone not have an assignment? Chief Mutoda needs our help.
Ian-san!
Traveler! Paimon, what are you doing here?
We were just about to ask you the same thing! We didn't expect to run into you in these.
Well, my tribe's in pretty good shape, all things considered. We're already done with all the repairs. I heard the Flower Feather clan was hit a lot worse, though, so I decided to come help. On the way, I ran into a caravan of merchants from my tribe and brought them along. These are my students. Good memory. You a sports lover? Looks like you're in pretty good shape already. Competitive fighting, extreme sports. You could take your pick. As for you, Paimon,
What? There's nothing wrong about Paimon's current meal plan. Like today, Paimon just had some glazed meat stew.
This case sounds even worse than I imagined. Oh, I know just the thing.
Kale juice? Wait, isn't that your favorite drink, Traveler? If Ian-san's going to make some...
Anyway, that's enough idle talk for now. A little while earlier, the chief Are you two free? As you can see, due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm short a few people.
Of course, we're also here to help. Let's go see the chief.
Perfect.
work! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Ah! Charge!
Huh, I'm here.
Let's light it up! Headbutt! Zip! Volcano kablam! Oof! Hero incoming! Yeah! Charge! Yeah! Oof! Everybody stand back!
Pew pew!
Charge! Smash down! Yeah! Antenna! Grant me strike! It's justice o'clock! Go is blood! Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh? Headbutt! Look out below! Hi!
Thank you guys. Udah mampir. Mana tahu kehadiran betul kejadian. Seorang peserta lain lah. Sama sekali tak luka kemana. Jadi bom bertahan.
again.
Ready to ride. Rise with the sun! Hip. Burn it down! Light it up!
Hip. Hup.
Welcome, welcome. Why? Sialan. Kenapa Genshin? Anjir. Guys, end dulu streamnya guys. Gak tahu ini kenapa ini Genshin. Wasuro, wasuro. Muter-muter coy. Anjir. Astaga. Kenapa ini coy? Halo, 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 welcome guys. Kenapa ini? Gak masuk-masuk. Anjay. Wasuro. What the heck? Wasro, wasro, cuy. Apa ini? circle.